Yes, so I'm Colleen Tutterton, and this is my mentor, Miss Christy Dale. Miss Dale and I have actually been working together for 2.5 years. So she's been my mentor and the instructional coach at the school that I've been working at.
So I've had an opportunity to get to know her and watch her grow, and that puts us probably in a little bit different place than some of the other people you may be observing in the same process.
So the topic that I'm working on is Earth and Environmental Science, and we are the module that we're doing right now is meteorology. So I have my lesson plan here for Miss Dale, and Miss Dale has reviewed these before. She's actually done some coaching with us on how to prepare lesson plans. So her and I have worked back and forth a lot with lesson plans before. So the expectations for my classroom I'm doing this in the order that you have them prepared, so we'll come back to the lesson plan. But the classroom expectations that I would like to work on.
Typical Belle.
Just to verify we're in a school. I would like to work on, as we're doing this module, achieving more structure in my classroom, so increased structure. And something that I've noticed with the group of children that I'm working with right now, limiting transitions is something very important that I've been trying to prepare for and anticipate during class so that I have less of that and maintain their focus in different ways.
We're on a 90-minute block, so the number of transitions that we typically have is difficult because in 90 minutes you can't stay on one thing but so long and maintain their attention. So transitions are a necessity, and handling them well is one of the challenges faced by everybody in the building, not just you.
But that is something I really want to focus on, and I've had a chance to actually talk to some other teachers in the building that have given me some really good points on doing that well. So that's another thing that I'm going to work on. So the learning standards for this module for the meteorology is my lesson essential question, and it's how do meteorologists predict weather conditions based on air mass interactions. And so what we're going to be looking at, we started today with this lesson plan actually. We're predicting phase changes of water, and I'll just briefly list these. Relative humidity, air masses. We're going to compare and contrast processes that lift air, analyzing and inferring weather conditions based on symbols, analyze relationships between the origin of storms and their classification. By that I mean major storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, thunderstorms. We will deduce the tornado and hurricane strength based on the general guidelines that are presented in the scientific community, differentiate a watch from a warning, and then we're going to track a hurricane, a real hurricane that came through, as I told you before, I'm in coastal North Carolina, a hurricane that came through our area, so I thought that would be relevant to the students, but they'll be able to learn how to track that data.
So if kids can answer that question and do those things, they're going to meet the North Carolina standards that are listed here?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So, yes, we have learning goals and standards, and those standards are listed in the lesson plan that they will meet the standards proposed by North Carolina that they need for their end-of-course testing. So they will meet those goals and standards from that. So those are the objectives, and the last item that I needed to talk about was the rubric for my mentor, and we briefly talked about that beforehand, but we will sit down probably during my planning period and go over the rubric together. I looked at it before Ms. Dale came in today, and then we'll just go over that part together. So that's all I have. That's our introductory, and this is Ms. Dale, who will be working with me for the rest of the semester.
And for a long time, we hope.
Yeah, I do hope. Thank you.
Thanks.